there, everybody. Welcome to episode number 217 of It'll Be Fine. I'm your friend and your pal, Kelly Zemnickis. Welcome to a brand new series of shows. We're in the month of April. I am psyched because it's my birthday month. What? And we are celebrating, as we do on this show. You know, we tuck in to a recipe that I've never made before or go through a cookbook that I rarely use. And along with my guest, we pick a dish that neither of us has made before with the confidence that it's going to be fine. And we have not today made this dish. We have made the bread version, the loaf, but today we're doing the muffin, zucchini muffins. And I'm baking today alongside the very funny and the very talented from Boston, Ameera Abu-alsaoud. I'm so glad that Ameera is joining me today. She is a riot, someone I've gotten to know doing online comedy, and I'm really excited she is zooming in today to help me bake this and make use of a very awesome hairstyle. I have an award show tonight, so I'm getting dolled up. But you know what? I got a cool gal coming in the kitchen, so it's time to look fancy. It's gonna be fine.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Okay. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm really good. I had this funny moment this morning. I'm going to an award show thing tonight, so my hair is all done. And I was in the salon, and my hairstylist was like, "Have you been on vacation?" I was like, "I was in the hospital last week."
Oh.
I guess I have a new spa.
Yeah, I guess that counts as a vacation.
So it was 4 hours in Emerge. It was great. I had a good time. I'm so glad you're joining me for this today. This is going to be exciting. We're here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you recently became a personal trainer.
Yeah.
Tell me about that. How long do you train to be a personal trainer?
So I mean, some people just go online and get a certification, just depending how long you want to study.
Okay.
Or I just did like this hands-on program that was 3 months for like 300 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I tried to take some like exam online and I didn't really like get it. So I was like, I think I need hands-on stuff to like pass.
Yeah.
And the certificate doesn't expire, so it's better.
Oh, that's cool. That's really awesome. Good. I love that I'm baking with a personal trainer. That seems like
I didn't try to do it. Like the only thing I changed was like the all-purpose flour. I don't know if it makes a difference, but I changed it to like almond flour and oat flour.
Oh, that's perfect. For me, actually, I did a little adjustment too. The recipe calls for sugar. I decided to go with coconut sugar, which I actually prefer baking with because it's a little easier on the blood sugar. If you're using it, you don't have to worry about like adjusting the measurements. It's teaspoon for teaspoon, so it's great. So yeah, that's what I did. But yeah, adjust the flour, make it gluten-free. For those watching at home, you can do that too. And as always, for those watching, just head to the YouTube comments. There's a link to the recipe and you can bake along with us. We're baking today. Hands down, one of my favorite things, zucchini muffins. I love anything with zucchini. I mean,
I feel like they don't have a flavor. Like they're just going to take whatever like spices you're putting in there.
Exactly. It's going to make it really, Kelly's least favorite word, moist. But that is true. But yeah, it's one of my favorite things. Like my mom isn't really big in the kitchen. It's more my dad, the one we go to for like making dinners and stuff. But my mom, ever since I was a kid, like zucchini bread has been that's been one of like, that's something I think of when I think of my mom. Is your dad a big guy in the kitchen? Does he enjoy cooking?
Yeah, my mom doesn't like to cook either. My dad was always cooking. He's not a baker. Like he'll bake something, but he won't go by a recipe. He'll just be like, yeah, I'll put this and here you go. I'm like, what is it? He's like, an experiment. Like,
first things first, we're going to preheat the oven to 350. So get that done. I have got mine going. It should be there shortly. So we'll begin. So to start, you're going to beat the eggs in a large bowl. You can either do it by hand or use a mixer like I have. This calls for 2 eggs, so I'm going to get that going. And then we're going to add in our sugar and our vanilla. So eggs to begin. Let's see here. Okay, so now we have stir in our grated zucchini. We'll do that. It's about 3 cups of zucchini. And yeah, as I say, this is such a great way to sneak in vegetables for adults who don't eat enough vegetables.
Yeah, that's true.
Just call them spiced muffins. Like, don't even mention zucchini.
Yeah, it would be like walnut raisin muffins or something.
Exactly. After that, we're going to add in the melted butter. We have our dry ingredients we're going to mix separate in another bowl, and then they're going to merge like a happy marriage. All right. So. Yeah, this really looks gross. I'm not gonna
Just put it straight up.
I have decided to go liner.
Yeah.
If you're going to do it where you just put it in the muffin tin itself, that's totally fine. I would just really grease it up with like a coconut oil or a butter or what have you, just so it doesn't stick when you're baking. And then I get another bowl handy for the dry ingredients because we're going to put those.
I mixed that already all together. That's what I meant by too much prepping.
No, you're on it. This is great.
How tall are you?
I am now 5'4". I used to be 5'4.5", but the shrinking has commenced. So
Yeah, I'm 5 feet, but like I don't know. Like they said I was 4'11" one time, and then when I went to the doctors the next time, I was like, "Are we gonna measure me?" And they're like, "No, it's not necessary. We don't really do that every time we see each other." And I was like, "Yeah, measure me." And then it was 5 feet again. I was like, good. This was productive.
Nice. Add in our flour. Also have sesame seeds, so I'm going to put these in too. You don't have to, but you can. We've got baking powder, baking soda, our nutmeg, our ginger. That's going in there. We have cinnamon and kosher salt. Boom. Let me see. All right. I think we're ready to mix. Wow.
Okay.
All right. So the biggest thing here is to not over mix. Don't keep stirring until it's too stiff or whatnot. You just want to give. It's one of those like directions like a grandparent might give you of like, just add a splash of this or a dash of that. When someone says don't over mix, it's kind of a, what does that mean? It's like, you just know. It's a terrible direction. All right.
Just a little.
Yeah, it's a little. It's just not too much. It's such a dumb direction. Anyways.
I used to do banana bread. Like I used to just mix it a lot, and like I would actually mix it in the blender because like that's where I made the flour anyway. So I just added everything there instead of a bowl. And then like later on, I was like, oh, don't over mix. I feel like it doesn't make a difference though. Like it comes out the same, I feel. Maybe the texture is different, but
yeah, there is something to it. Like you can sort of make a product go possibly a bit denser in taste. You're working the ingredients a bit too much, you know, like if you were training, you know, just take your time. Take your time. All right, so I'll show friends at home what my batter looks like. It's looking pretty nice.
oh wow, that's fancy.
It smells fresh. I will say, this smells really good. So this is going to yield about a dozen. If you want to make more and freeze them, you can double the recipe if you so choose. Sometimes when you do this with like a cupcake or some muffin recipes, it says to fill like, you know, 3/4 of the way. This is actually saying to fill it completely. So you don't want to do like half the cup. You want to really load this in. So here's mine. This is what I did.
Oh. That's it.
So they're pretty full. It smells really good. And these are going to bake for about 20 to 30 minutes at 350. Every oven's different, so you might need 40 minutes, you might need 15. It all depends on your oven. And yeah, bake for about half an hour, and then we get to eat. So good. Okay, we got 11 minutes left. Let's see how these babies are looking. Oh, they're looking good. I think this one's frowning. Is that one frowning? Excellent. Oh man, so 25 minutes seemed to do the trick for both of us. So
Yeah, so it wasn't coming out at all, like on the fork, like a little bit, or
Yeah.
it was?
For me, I had like a little bit of dough, but not enough that I thought it warranted more baking time. So it's one of mine.
Oh my God, it looks so professional.
He's so cute.
I didn't take it out because I don't really have like a tray, like a cooling thing.
Yeah, no problem.
I can just show you this.
Perfect. Oh, those look good. I love the way the tops went. That's awesome. So I figure while we're waiting for them to cool for a bit, I could do 5 questions for Ameera. Yay. Insert music here. All right. So 5 very, very difficult questions. Actually, I think this one's a bit of a controversial topic. Question 1, is a hot dog a sandwich?
I think so, but I don't think it's meat.
If you could eat one thing every day, no consequence, what would it be?
Either cheesecake or Oreos.
Or put them together, Oreo cheesecake.
Oh yeah, there is. Yeah, I got that recently. Yeah, that's true. I don't know why I didn't put them together.
What is, in your opinion, the worst thing you can eat on a date?
I feel like soup is, because you can't like drink the last bit of it like that, and you're like, and then.
What dish reminds you of your parents?
My dad loved matlube. It's like, it literally means upside down. So you put like chicken, rice, chickpeas, eggplant, and then like you flip it upside down once you're done. He used to make that all the time. So I don't know about my mom. She didn't really like to cook. Well, when I was younger, I would tell her I'm like hungry at night, but she would want to just do something simple. And she'll be like, how about a butter sugar sandwich? And we'll roll it up like a bride. Like she'll call it arusa, which means a bride.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but yeah.
If Ben and Jerry were to name an ice cream after you, what would they call it?
Sad Road. Instead of like Rocky Road. It'd be very salty because you know the tears.
It really smells like I want to go apple picking with these, I have to say. All right. What do you think? First bite.
It tastes good.
Mmm.
I don't taste any like zucchini. It doesn't have a flavor, so.
Right? I put a big bite in my mouth. It just is so chewy and like it's warm. Like I want to go apple picking.
You get like apple cider.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. This could be good with a little bit of like apple butter. You could add that to it. That could be kind of nice. But what's that?
Whipped cream.
Oh my God. But no, this is pretty decent. I quite like it.
Me too, yeah.
A good little treat any time of day and a nice bit of spice too.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good. And whipped cream optional.
Yeah.
Just
Just
whipped
like
cream's always optional.
always in stock.
It'll be fine.